Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Isaiah77 and today we are playing Destiny, but I am just talking over this video and commentating. The commentary is going to be about the patch notes coming out for the new Crucible update for April 12th. Basically in this gameplay you'll see me using the Trials Year 1 auto rifle, which is a summoner. The perks on that is the hidden hand with rangefinder, I think. And yeah, that's a good old comedian. I got rangefinder on that. But yeah, let's get into the patch notes. So starting off with auto rifles. So auto rifles are receiving a buff and nerf across the board, across the archetypes. What I mean by this is high rate of fire auto rifles are receiving a nerf, and low rate of fire auto rifles are receiving a buff. So what are they doing to low rate of fire auto rifles? If you don't know what those are, take for example SURRRRRRRRRRROOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO rate auto rifle if you don't know what that is. But basically what they're doing to low rate of fire auto rifles is giving them an initial 2.3% and 2.3% buff for base damage. Now that is plenty for me because I've seen it in the stream and it looks great. I'll tell you my initial thoughts in a sec. So what are they doing to high rate of fire auto rifles? If you don't know what those are the, take for example, the Doctrine of Passing and the Armistice D. So basically what they are doing to the high rate of fire auto rifles is decreasing their damage by 2.5%. So nerfing the high rate of fire auto rifles by 2.5%. Let me start with high rate of fire auto rifles. So the high rate of fire auto rifle nerf is not a big surprise to me because of the Doctrine of Passing. That thing was a bit overboard with the right perks and right god rolls. But without the perks at all, it was still a pretty good weapon. Now I've seen this weapon in stream and its works. It looks pretty trash now, so I am definitely moving to SURRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR rate of fire auto rifles archetype. What I like about this buff is that they are initially increasing the base damage by 2.3%. Now that's great and all, but what they're doing to SURRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR 1 and sort of brought back in year 2. It's viable, but not as viable as some of the other weapons. What they are doing to it is making focus fire a more viable choice. They're giving that more range, 45 more range, and on top of that, the auto rifle buff to the base damage. It's insane. I can't wait for that weapon, and I bet you guys can't either. I see tweets saying the rise of SURRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR rifles. Note that we're only going to be talking about the low rate of fire pulse rifles. So what are they doing? The low rate of fire pulse rifles are getting a nerf, or my bad, excuse me, don't jump on me for that, a buff. So if you don't know what a low rate of fire auto or pulse rifle is, it's the messenger, spare change, the Moto D, and that's basically, those are the examples. What they're doing is giving them a 3% increase from previous base damage. Now this is going to create fix the problem to the where the high rate of fire pulse rifles and low rate of fire pulse rifles take 3 bursts to kill. So what they're doing is trying to make it to where if you're more skilled than other players, the low rate of fire pulse rifles would be to your advantage by giving you a 2 burst kill, only if you go for all headshots, and it's based on the guardians that you're shooting armor stats. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing to pulse rifles. Let's jump into hand cannons. Now there's really not much to the change to hand cannons, but here are the goals and here's the change. Hand cannons are optimal to close to medium range. They rewards agility under fire, precision targeting, and snapshots. Hand cannons have enough ammo to last longer streaks in all activities. Now these are their goals, but all they are changing is the ammo for hand cannons. Now they're just going to increase the inventory for all hand cannons. So that's all they're doing. Fusion rifles. Fusion rifles are a highly debated topic on if they should be nerfed or buffed. Because in year 1 everybody wanted them nerfed, and well, they got their wish and they over nerfed them. So what are the changes they're making to fusion rifles? Fusion rifles are more stable across the board. The maximum stability for a fusion rifle has not changed much, but the baseline minimum stability is much stronger. They're giving a 40% recoil reduction. And then they said we are linearly ramp it up from there. Another thing is they fixed a bug where some outlying fusion rifle scopes had unintended increase zoom that was removed in year 2. So Vex Mythic class is coming back, I hope so, with that stability and accuracy buff that they were talking about in the stream. Can't wait for that. Now sniper rifles is another important debated topic in the Destiny community right now, because you can basically use a sniper rifle as a shotgun if you're good enough, well, or if you're lucky. So basically what they're doing to change the sniper rifle up a bit, try to make it to where more skilled players use them, is they increase the base zoom distance on lowest range sniper scopes, even to long range scopes are untouched. So what they are changing here is increasing the zoom on the ambush scope, the long range scope, and the short gaze scope. I believe those are the shortest range ones, and you're just going to see an increase in zoom on those. So what else are they doing? They increase the base zoom distance on sniper rifles that did not have optics enhancing scope nodes. So they're just changing sniper rifle zooms on snipers that couldn't change their scope. So like Hereafter, Black Spindle, Patience and Time, and Steel Piercer, the Hunter exclusive sniper. What else are they doing to sniper rifles? They added 2 frames of zoom time to base sniper handling, so you're getting a longer zoom time. What else? They reduced the snapshot perk to 20% to benefit the base zoom downtime, down from 30%. They reduced the stability across all sniper rifle stats, so that requiring a target after firing requires more care. They also adjusted a bug when Zen Moment was not providing perk benefit to sniper rifles. They also did a few changes to Zen Moment on certain snipers. So Zen Moment removed from uncommon and rare sniper grids. Legendary Hawkeye sniper rifle trade Zen Moment for performance bonus. Legendary Amalon sniper rifles trade Zen Moment for Battle Runner. So these are the changes that they're doing to the weapons of Destiny. I didn't see any changes for shotguns, so shotguns should stay the same unless they do a last minute thing. But yeah, they're also doing a change in the ammo economy. So what are the changes for the ammo economy? Now they did a couple of stuff for PvP, which is going to affect PvE, but they did a couple of things to offset that. So let me get into that. What they did to the ammo in PvP is swapping special weapons in PvP never completely removes special ammo until more is found on the map. They also reduced the total amount of inventory for all sniper rifles by roughly 5 to 7 rounds, so you are going to see a lot less sniper rifles bullets in your snipers. So what they also said, the exact amount depends on a given weapon's magazine and inventory stats. They reduced the total amount of inventory for all shotguns by roughly 5 to 7 rounds. Exact amount depends on a given weapon's magazine and inventory stats. They increased special ammo drop rate in all PvE activities to offset the reduced inventory for shotguns and sniper rifles. They reduced the fraction of ammo granted by purple bricks in PvP. The change affects all machine guns and only a handful of rocket launchers. Truth is one of the affected rocket launchers, so you are going to see less heavy ammo in the Crucible. They reduced bonus ammo inventory granted by machine gun armor or ammo armor perk by 33%. So the perk that grants you more ammo for machine guns, like some boots do, is nerfed by 33%. So those are the changes in the ammo economy in PvP and PvE, and we could expect, well, we really don't know what to expect, so let's wait till April 12th. So next up is player resurrection. Now they did a whole bunch of nerfs to this, and the, what do you call it? I'll get into it, I'll remember, just hang on. What they did to the resurrection was reduce interactive radius of resurrection prompt by 0.5 meters, so you're going to have to get a little bit closer to revive somebody. They increased the base time to resurrect by 0.25 seconds, so they made it a bit longer to revive somebody. They prioritized the overshield so that it takes precision damage modifiers it previously did not, which allows more sniper archetypes to get res kills. Only a few PvE combatants deal precision damage to a side from a few expectations. This only affects that PvP mechanic. So snipers like hereafter are going to be able to res snipe. So what they did to offset that was they also adjusted the resurrection invincibility frame so that the moment a player can move and take damage are more consistent in most network conditions. So what they mean by this is, you know how you got res snipe and you felt like you can't move? Well, what they're doing to this is they are going to make it where you can move and try to dodge that res snipe easier. They reduced the resurrection time bonus on exotic armors like Crest of Alpha Lupi, Lypion Nemesis. They reduced it by 30%. Was down from 40. So now we're getting like I think a 10% increase in revive time. So yeah, it kind of upsets me. This is like one of the first times that they're nerfing my one and favorite exotic pieces of armor, Crest of Alpha Lupi. So that is the resurrection changes. Let's get into weapon perks. There's only 3 of them, so I'm just gonna go through them briefly. And the 3 perks they're changing is Eye of the Storm, Icarus, and Aggressive Ballistics. So what are they doing to the Eye of Storm? The perk now improves air angle in addition to project accuracy, so players can see the hip vertical contract as a weapon or as the perk activates. So you're gonna see a little bit more control better. What they're doing to Icarus is the airborne inaccuracy reduced by an additional 9%, was 66% reduction, now it's 75% reduction. Aggressive ballistics. All they're doing to that is the damage increase now as for a 20 or minus 20 stability trade-off from a minus 10. So now you're going to get less stability for more damage. Now, exotics and legendary weapons tuning. Let's start off with the Meta Multi-Tool. All they're doing to the Meta Multi-Tool is giving it a slight nerf, not in damage or anything. They're just getting rid of a perk due to its popularity, try to make it less popular. That's all they're doing to the Meta Multi-Tool, so nothing really to talk about there. They are doing some changes to the service regime. They're doing a buff and a nerf, which I am completely fine with because the buff is amazing. So what the buff is the selecting focus fire grants a plus 45 range stat. So yes, it will be like the original SURRRRRRRRROOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO Surr's regime is going to melt people, and I will bring pain to you all. Just kidding. But yeah, Surr's regime has been not viable for almost a year, and hopefully this update will make it viable, like a really good weapon, because I miss year 1 Surr's regime. That thing was so awesome. So the nerf, it's not really a big nerf, but what they're doing to nerf the Surr's regime is just changing that spinning up perk, which spinning up now activates 4 shots later in the magazine, so you don't really gotta worry about too much of a nerf there. Next up is Hawkman. All it is a increased base range stat by 10%. If you know what range is, it's range mixed in with accuracy, so there you go. Hawkman is receiving a 10, or Hawkmoon, I don't know the range, I don't know the accuracy and range. Basically, Hawkmoon is getting a accuracy and range buff, so be happy about that. Now the last word, they did kind of nerf this pretty hard, in my opinion, but I won't know fully until the update comes out. No damage bonus is applied from the last word perk. So there is a perk on the last word that gives you extra damage for hip firing. No more of that. So yeah, don't expect that. Thorn. Thank the Lord that they took the balls off Thorn. What they did to nerf it is they reduced the damage over time. Took damage to absolute minimum in PvP. 1 HP base damage. So each shot will increase the DOT. So what else are they doing to change the Thorn? They reduced the DOT duration in PvP to 4 ticks down from 6, so the DOT will do a lot less, or will end a lot less quicker. The last thing that they're going to change Thorn is they're going to reduce the intensity of the poison effectiveness around your screen, so you won't see that much green and it won't bother you or distract you that much anymore. So that's what they're doing to Thorn, and hopefully you people who like Thorn, I don't know why, even though it's my first exotic, I don't care for it. Just that's your opinions, just leave it to that. So what are they doing to change the icebreaker? Hopefully not too much, but what they're going to do to change the icebreaker is increase the scope zoom optics to 6 times, so it would be more of a long range weapon. They're going to reduce the base handling stat to the lowest value for sniper rifles, so it's going to be a lot harder to handle. They're going to reduce the base target acquisition by 25%, so aim assistance will be not that prevalent on the icebreaker anymore. Death swapping in PvP no longer allows ammo to persist between swap weapons, so if you charge your special ammo by using the icebreaker in trials this weekend, you won't be able to do it after April 12th. The Lord of Wolves, they're going to reduce the ammo inventory to affect base shotgun inventory reduction, so it's not a big deal with Lord of Wolves. No damage changes or nothing that big deal. They're going to change the Drake's Promise, which is the projectiles track more aggressively on fire, targeting locks onto the enemy in your reticle. The damage was reduced by 45% or 40%, and rate of fire reduced to compensate for the tracking. The damage fall off reduced to match sidearm archetype range. The Queenbreaker's bow, they reduce ammo inventory to reflect the base sniper inventory reduction. The Telesto, they fixed a bug that caused Telesto projectiles to despawn when impacting friendly players in Ward of Dawn. Telesto rounds now attach and detonate on friendly targets but do not cause friendly fire. Now the Chaperone. The Chaperone changes are they fixed a bug that was clamping precision damage on shotguns, so you will see the more precision damage is on Chaperone. Now the last weapon change is not the last weapon change, one of the most important weapon changes is the 1,000-yard stare. Now the 1,000-yard stare is the most equipped weapon in Destiny history for special weapons. So what they're doing to nerf that is they reduce the ammos that you get from the 1,000-yard stare, so you won't get that much ammo while you have a 1,000-yard stare equipped. Now the last weapon that they changed is Equipment's Terminus, and all they did was reduce the base stability by 9 and reduce base inventory by 15, so you will get 15 less bullets in the Equipment's Terminus, and you will get less stability by 9 points. And overall, all the King's Fall weapons will receive a reload speed increase, and the auto rifle from the King's Fall has an increased ability stat by 12%. So that is the patch notes on what's coming for Crucible and PvE on April 12th. Can't wait. I am definitely looking to use that Suros regime. I am so happy about that. I hope you guys are happy with the changes, and I'm definitely happy about the sniper rifle changes. They could have did more, yes, but you know what? At least they're doing something about it. So that's my initial thoughts on the update, and I really hope you guys like the update too, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I guess that's it, guys. Have a good one.